You're listening to the PRO Media Network, the next level in entertainment.
You're listening to the Pelicans post-game report on the PRO Media Network for all things Pelicans.
For all things Pelicans, man, you listen to the Pelicans post-game report on the PRO Media Network. I'm Big Q chiming in with the family. What's going on, family? Not the first, we did the season preview of the Pelican post-game report. If you want to listen to that episode, you can go to our YouTube channel, Pelican Post-Game Report on YouTube, to hear the roster and season preview that we broke down early on. So I'd like to welcome the family, man, into the Pelican Post-Game Report as we get the season started. Thank you kindly. Thank you to all the Pelican Post-Game Report subscribers. And we ask you, if you're not a subscriber and you love the Pelicans, you found a home here with the Pelican Post-Game Report. I'm Big Q, talking about the team we love so much, the Pelicans, and all of the great things that they've been doing during the off-season, major league off-season for the Pelicans. We did the preview show, like I said. If you want to hear it, it's not available on Spreaker. You have to go to our YouTube page as well. So really excellent breakdown. It was about an hour long. We had a lot of interviews we played. It was pretty good. A lot of people liked it. But if you feel so, go ahead and enjoy it. But in this episode, we'll break down and recap the Pelicans as they beat the Atlanta Hawks in the first preseason game of 2019-2020 season. We'll give you the stats breakdown. Plus, we have interviews from Coach Gentry, superstar Zion Williamson, and Lonzo Ball to chime in. Plus, toward the back end of the podcast, we will preview the upcoming matchup against the Chicago Bulls, set to happen tomorrow on Thursday in Chi-Town. So without further ado, man, Pelicans were able to get a good one here. They were to take the Hawks down 133-109. A lot of change in the building, but change is good as the Pelicans get a nice win against a pretty confident team in the Atlanta Hawks. And to be quite honest with you, if you watched the game, you were impressed by just how the Pelicans came at you, how deep they were. We've often said covering the Pelican post-game report over the last several seasons, man, that how the team lacked depth and athleticism and size. But if you look at this current edition of the Pelicans, it is absolutely fantastic. Veterans plus youthful young vets. They had enough years under their belts to have something to prove. Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram. Man, it's just terrific all over the place. But let's get into some of the team statistics first before we hit you with Coach Elvin Gentry's commentary. The Pelicans and both the Hawks shot 46% flat. Pelicans was 46 out of 100. They shot 17 of 45 from downtown for just under 38%. Atlanta with 34% flat. Free throws, Pelicans 24 of 29 for almost 83%. Big difference. If we could stay up over that 78 percentile range north of that and hover right around those 80s, the light 80s going up to the heavy 80s, I'm loving it. I really do, because that's somewhere where we hurt. Last year we were pretty average or below average shooting those free throws. Lost a few games because of it, by the way. But anyway, rebounds 54-44 for the advantage going to the Pelicans. Assists 25-26. Atlanta 12 steals by the Pelicans, double-digit steals. They had 7 blocks versus 8 blocks for the Hawks. And the Pelicans had 20 turnovers in which they produced 29 points, but Atlanta had 29 turnovers for 34, where the Pelicans were able to take advantage of that. 34 points, giving up 34 points off of their 29 turnovers. Pelicans had 15 points. Pelicans looked good in this one. The lead they had during the game was 29 points, and they just looked like they were shot out of a cannon. They was ready to go. I can't say enough about the Pelicans. So since I can't say enough about the Pelicans, I know Coach Gentry will chime in with his thoughts. Here's Coach Gentry after the Pelicans win.
I think it's just like any preseason game. There was some things that we did extremely well, and other things that we gotta spend time working on. I thought offensively we moved the ball and did a pretty good job. Our goal was to try to get up 43s. We did that. We got to be a little more selective in the ones that we shoot, I think. But for the most part, I like the shots. The pace was pretty good. I think defensively we got a lot of work to do. As far as Xing out, of the low block and getting back to our men and things like that, controlling the ball a little bit more. We have some work to do there, but we knew that going in, and we'll just continue to work on and try to get better at it. I thought that some of the guys. I thought Nikola did a great job for us. I think he was a plus 29 tonight. Just did a really good job. He also had some shots that he's very capable of making. So, obviously Drew played great. Zion had his moments and stuff that I think he's, going to continue to improve. Shown that he can get the ball to the basket offensively, and now he's going to, he had work to do defensively, but that's pretty much the case with every young kid that come into this league.
Coach Elvin Gentry's thoughts on some of the players, man. And I got to tell you, Coach Gentry has a lot of talent to work with on this team. Looking at some of the team statistics, actually the individual statistics, Drew Holiday led the day. He had 21 points in the game. Looked really good. In 18 minutes, really comfortable 21 from Drew Holiday. He was 7 of 9 from the field, 3 of 5 from downtown, 4 of 4 at the line, and he had 3 assists in the game. Really smooth game for Drew Holiday. We know it's the first preseason game. He had 18 minutes in that, and it really had a pretty smooth transition. Looking at how he looked in this really nice looking lineup, 16 points for Zion Williamson, the superstar, in 28 minutes, 6 of 13 from the field, 0 for 2 from downtown, 4 of 7 from the free throw line. He had 7 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 steals for him. He also had 4 turnovers. Him and Alexander Walker were tied for the most turnovers. Both had 4 apiece in there. 19 points from Ingram in 23 minutes, 6 of 12, 2 of 4 from downtown, 5 of 6 from the line. He also had 6 rebounds in the game. And then Lonzo Ball, 25 minutes, 3 of 10 shooting from the field, 3 of 8 from downtown. He had 7 assists and 5 rebounds and 9 points to go along with it. And Derek Favors only played 8 minutes and had 2 points, 2 rebounds. Have a lot to see Derek Favors get comfortable in that Pelican lineup. Ingram, Williamson, Holiday, Ball, and Favors, really good 5, really quality 5. Off the bench, the Pelicans had 3 guys, almost 4 guys that were in double figures that really helped out. Alexander Walker, he was fantastic. Nikai Alexander Walker had 12 points. And he had 4 turnovers, like I said, but not too bad. 11 points for Jahlil Okafor. He was a brute in the paint. Love to see Jahlil Okafor get physical like that. 11.6 rebounds, 1 block. 11 points for Melly, who played really well. 11 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists from him. He was 4 of 11 from downtown. Struggled a bit shooting the ball, but he shot 6 3-pointers. He was feeling good. In 22 minutes, 11 points, 8 rebounds for for Melly, which was actually pretty good. Jackson Hayes, not too many minutes in there, 5 minutes. He had 2 points, 5 points from Etwan Moore. Josh Hart has 6 points in the game as well. So the Pelicans came into this one, man. They were looking good. Very deep team, like I said before, very deep team. I mean, what could you say about the Pelicans, man? They're just fantastic. I wanted to see Derek Favors get a little bit more play time in this one, but I guess that's something that we got to look forward to in future matchups, maybe against Chicago or, the third preseason game. So without further ado, let's listen to what Zion Williamson had to say about his first preseason game with the Pelicans.
This reception so far?
Not at all. I don't think it's overwhelming doing something I love.
Your coach talked about some of the things that you have to, work on and all of that. What do you think that you have to work on in order to be a great NBA player?
I think I just have to work on trusting my game. I feel like there are a lot of things that I can do, like shoot a jumper that I don't really show, have confidence in when I'm on the court because I don't want to. I feel like when I miss a shot, it's something bad, and I beat myself up about it. So I think it's just gaining the confidence to keep shooting it.
Zion, with the amount of hype surrounding you, do you have to take any measures to make sure that you stay grounded and humble?
Not at all. I just be myself, and I'm not going to change who I am. Because I remember there was a time when I didn't have all this, and I was the same person, so I'm never just going to change.
And this will be your first game here in Chicago. What do you know about this building and Michael Jordan? Is there any kind of feelings for you around that?
Yeah, this building is obviously special because, this man won 6 rings here. Not all of them 6 of them here, but he has 6 banners. Proud to be a part of the Jordan family, so it's an honor to be able to play on this court.
Zion, being the number 1 pick, there's some inborn pressure of being that number 1 pick, but your coach is taking seemingly a lot of pressure off you. How much do you like the fact that they're trying to take as much pressure off you from that?
I really appreciate that because I think sometimes people can run with unrealistic expectations. So with them, just helping me gain confidence and being myself, it helps a lot.
Have you sought the advice of some of the veteran players of what life is like off the court in the NBA? And if you have, what perhaps are some of the things they've talked to you about?
Yeah, I've sought their advice, and their advice has been pretty simple. It's a lot of free time, and what you do with that free time will determine what kind of player you'll be. So it's just getting extra shots up and just recovering your body.
Zion Williamson family, as he continues to break down a lot of things, and just to understand how young Zion Williamson is. And the fact of the matter is how grounded and humble he is, how strong-minded he is, young businessman, young millionaire. These guys have a ton of pressure upon him, and you can see it's not affecting him in the slightest. Of course, he has high expectations for himself. He's a physical marvel. The dude is awesome jumping out of the building. Of course, portions of Zion Williamson's game have to get better, and I think that'll be something that he'll improve in time. He'll get better shooting the three-pointer as he struggled in this one. His jump shot will come, but, he has enough right now to average between the 15-18 mark. Just his athleticism, his post moves, and his speed as a big guy to get into the paint, because, it's a number of things that I can name that Zion Williamson does well. And he'll be a dangerous matchup for anybody pitting up against him. He's just exciting to see him. And I was asking people today, who does Zion Williamson remind you of? A lot of people, of course, gave the traditional response about Charles Barkley as being the closest one to him. I had one guy tell me the closest thing he's seen of Zion is Larry Johnson. A lot of people probably don't remember Larry Johnson from back in the day. But Larry Johnson was one of the guys, grandmama, and you had the UNLV team that won back-to-back championships back in the early 90s. A lot of you watch Zion Williamson and Larry Johnson highlights, and you put them close together, even though Zion's a little bit more athletic than LJ was. A lot of similarities in their game. I can also be honest and see that in Charles Barkley's game, even though Charles was like 6'4", 6'5", Zion 6'7", just like Larry Johnson was. So real exciting no matter how you slice it. But anyway, that was Zion Williamson breaking down his thoughts on the game. Up next, here's Lonzo Ball to talk about his first start, even though it's preseason with the Pelicans.
What did you think about just the first opportunity? It just seemed like you guys were able to show just how much talent you guys have on this team.
I think it was good, just like you said, getting out there for the first time, playing against somebody else other than ourselves, just seeing kind of where we're at. I think there's a lot of positives. Obviously, we have a lot to work on, but I think, a lot of brightness was shown.
You don't necessarily expect to see chemistry be great right off the bat when you have so many new players on a team, but what did you think about the unselfishness? It seemed like right off the bat you guys are playing the right way and just finding each other really well.
Yeah, we have a lot of guys that know how to play basketball. I can't really think of anybody that's selfish on the team. I haven't seen any selfish, attitude since I've been here. So I think that translated into the game, and people saw that.
Coach talked about some different specific things on defense that he wanted you guys to do better. What do you think are some of the things that you guys want to improve the most from last night's Wednesday?
I think just keep the effort. Obviously there's going to be some errors. We're all new. It's going to take time. But I think if we have the effort, that's the most important.
That's Zion Williamson. And followed by the next guy was, of course, Lonzo Ball. The Pelicans, man, getting ready for a matchup against Chicago tomorrow as they go into Chicago. They're 0-1. Holiday, of course, status for that game. Ingram and Lonzo Ball all listed as out. We'll see what's going on in that matchup as well. But big ups to the Pelicans. I expect them to take that win against Chi-Town, as a few of their people is out as well. But thank you for listening to the Pelican post-game report on the PRO Media Network. Please subscribe, like, and share the show. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you, or hear you, or you will hear us tomorrow on PRO Media Network. Thank you for joining us. Peace.
Get straight sports talk from the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys.
Embrace Pet Insurance is more than just pet insurance. Embrace Pet Insurance promises to provide genuine support and certainty when your pet needed the most. With personalized accident and illness policies, compassionate customer care, 24/7 access to veterinary professionals, flexible wellness plans, timely claims processing, and online customer portals, their values is what makes them Embrace. So, when selecting a pet insurance company as a partner in your pet's care, you deserve a company that has your pet's best interests at heart. Get top-rated and reviewed coverage for your pet today. Up to 90% back on bills at any vet, total protection, pet insurance and wellness, and dependable claims payments. Get the top-rated and reviewed coverage for your pet today. Go to embracepetinsurance.com. That's embracepetinsurance.com. Check the link in the description section below.
Get all the latest news and updates from your New Orleans Pelicans at the Pelicans Eye View, the new and official Pelicans Daily Journal, covering everything Pelican. Attention, everyone. Get breakdown on games, free agent signings, and potential moves. Unbiased opinions and straight up facts with statistical analysis from G Valley. Go to www.thesportsdaily.com/Pelicans-I-View.
Are you a boxing fan? Check out Ring Kings Boxing only on the PRO Media Network.
Do you need a domain name? How about a host for your website that can work with WordPress? Try Namecheap.com. They make registering, hosting, and managing domain names for yourself or others easy and affordable because the internet needs people. Namecheap is an ICANN accredited domain register and technology company founded in 2000. It's one of the fastest growing American companies according to the 2018 Inc. 5000, celebrating nearly 2 decades of providing unparalleled levels of service, security, and support. Namecheap has been steadfast in customer satisfaction with over 10 million domains under management. Namecheap is among the top domain registrars and web providers in the world. They offer a full selection of popular and unique domains along with fully featured hosting packages, SSL security certificates, WhoisGuard privacy protections, and more, all at the lowest prices in the industry. So if you need a domain name or hosting or anything else, think Namecheap.com. That's right, Namecheap.com. Check the description section below for link.
Sports fans are gearing up and saving big at Fanatics.com, the world's largest collection of officially licensed fan gear. From all the leagues, teams, and players you love, unique one-of-a-kind designs exclusively by Fanatics, and autographed collectibles from today's biggest stars shipped directly to your home. Join Fanatics Rewards for free to earn fan cash on every purchase. Shop now and for a limited time, get 20% off all orders. Fanatics.com, officially licensed everything.
There's a lot of reasons to be a fan, but only NBAStore.com has all the gear.
Are you a Pelicans fan? Check out the Pelican postgame report on the PRO Media Network.